Very well, we will continue our adventure. Come with me to the end of the hallway. Now it's time to enter the world of geology and biology, which will help us to understand and interpret the natural phenomena that surround us. Let's begin. Follow me. When it comes to living organisms, we could end up counting up to 2 million different species. There are a series of characteristics that help to determine whether or not something is a living organism. Follow me and I will explain it to you. Living organisms use motion, they move, and in the case of plants, fungi, or living organisms from other kingdoms, their movement is growth. They have sensitivity, they are able to detect changes in their environment and respond in the best way to keep themselves alive, whether they are vertebrates or invertebrate. They grow, they increase their size throughout their life, although in many cases they stop growing when they are adults. Living organisms nourish themselves. This food helps them to produce their own matter and acquire energy. Many living beings feed on other organisms. They reproduce. This ensures the survival of their species. They breathe. This is part of a combustion process within the cells of the substances that they have acquired through food. They would not be able to live without breathing. As a final characteristic, they expel waste as a result of their vital activity. Now you know that living organisms nourish themselves, grow, breathe, expel their waste, relate, move and reproduce. It is time to demonstrate whether you are able to distinguish between a living organism and a non-living organism, and to classify them according to the 5 families. Each family will be labeled with a specific color. Vertebrate animals, blue. Invertebrates, yellow. Plants, green. Fungi, red. Other kingdoms, fuchsia. You will have to follow the VR player, since they are the only one who will be able to see the path. You'll need to follow while searching for living organisms. 4, 3, 2, 1. Oof, I just took a trip through the asteroid belt, you wouldn't believe how cool it was. The Sun is a sphere of incandescent gases, subjected to high temperatures, and whose size is so large that 1,000,000 planet Earths would fit inside of it. The celestial bodies that orbit around it can be classified as planets, satellites, which revolve around the planet. There are also two types of minor bodies: irregular shaped ones with made up of rocks or metals, which we call asteroids, and those that orbit beyond our solar system, which we call comets. Let's look at everything more closely. Our solar system is made up of 9 planets, which are ordered according to their distance from the Sun. First we have the inner, or terrestrial planets, which are Mercury, Venus, Earth, and Mars. Then there are the outer, or giant planets, which are Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto. Now, as a team, you will have to demonstrate how many of each of these you know. You will see that the planets are no longer in their orbits, and are smaller in size. You must grab them and place them in their correct orbit, which is indicated by a circle. The VR player will get a clue as they approach each planet, which they can share with the others. Press the triangle button to catch and release the planets, and the X button to propel you forward at a higher speed. Let's start. 3, 2, 1. We're going to begin a very exciting journey, where we will see the smallest part of a living organism. Follow me. Climb aboard our transportation, which will take us into the human body, so that we can see the basic units up close that make up every living organism, cells. Animals and humans have a large number of cells, which are essential for our lives. Cells are systems that perform vital functions within an organism, working in an organized fashion to nourish themselves, grow, reproduce, or die, once their function has been complete. Let's see what their main parts are. Cellular membrane. This is a thin layer that separates the cell from its environment and protects it from the outside. Nucleus. This is responsible for giving the instructions for many biological processes, so they are carried out correctly. It is a very important component since it has nucleoli. These are essential for the synthesis of proteins and ribonucleic acids. Cytoplasm. This is a liquid substance, which lies between the membrane and the nucleus. Endoplasmic reticulum. The production, storage, and transportation of certain substances takes place within this organelle. Mitochondria. These are the energy producers within the cell. Golgi apparatus. This completes the production of some proteins and bundles others, coating them with a membrane before they are sent either inside or outside of the cell. Lysosomes. They protect the cell from foreign bodies such as viruses and bacteria. Vacuoles. They sometimes contribute to cell hybridization. Let's begin our challenge. I hope you have been paying attention, because now you will have to put a cell together. Here you have the most important parts of a cell. You will receive a clue. Then take the part of the cell that you believe the clue refers to and place it inside. You will have a few seconds to guess. Using the triangle button, the VR player will have to prevent the bacteria from infecting the cells, because if this happens you will lose valuable time. Let's start. The first part of the cell you should know has the following clue. They are the energy producers. The production, storage, and transportation of certain substances are carried out here. Liquid substance. They contribute to cell hybridization. They protect the cell from viruses and bacteria. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. As living beings, you can help to improve the lives of other organisms. Study, do research, and never stop thinking about doing great things. See you soon. One of you is key to this process. Welcome to the Fundación 3M virtual experience. You will see that it is going to be very fun, but I warn you that you must be alert during our tour since you will have to solve collaborative challenges in order to continue. The first thing you are going to do, before anything, is prepare our personalized avatar. Before us, we will see 3 avatars identified by the color blue, red, and green, and we will have 3 icons with the symbol of a hand in the same colors. These will help us to select different accessories for our avatar with the X button. You have 1 minute to personalize them, or if you haven't finished in that time, the avatar will be completed randomly. When you are ready, you can indicate it by pressing the ready button. The time starts now.
Ready. Ready.
Very well, we now have our avatars prepared. In each section, one of you will be the one to experience virtual reality. The character that has to wear the PlayStation VR headset will be distinguished in each section, because the PlayStation VR headset will be placed on their avatar. Look at who has the PlayStation VR headset. Very well, we will continue our adventure. Come with me to the end of the hallway. Technology is a combination of objects and systems that humans create in order to satisfy their needs and solve their problem. Come with me. Breathing in fresh air. Isn't it wonderful? Although technology has provided us with many advantages, it also comes with some problems, such as the exploitation of resources, pollutant emissions, and the production of toxic waste. Therefore, we must opt for sustainable technological development that makes the advantages of industrial products accessible for all of humanity, but without irreversibly damaging our environment. Each one of you is key in achieving this. It's simple. Come on, I'll show you. When waste is recycled properly, and the right recycling process is used, many types of waste can be converted into other objects. Did you know that with 22 milk cartons, we could make a shirt? Or that 6 cereal boxes could be turned into a book for reading and writing? Follow me. It's your turn to recycle. Pay close attention to the initial instructions, and then show off how many recycling containers you can fill. The yellow container is for cans, milk cartons and plastic containers. The blue container is for cardboard and paper packaging. And the green container is for glass. Go into the maze, collect the waste that you find and, guided by the VR player, deposit it into the container using the triangle button. The VR player can choose the container where the waste will be deposited by pressing the triangle button, until the indicator is on the desired container. Be careful though, it won't be easy for you. The VR player needs to show you the way to go in order to avoid a certain character who does not want you to help out the environment. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. My shoes are so cool. Well, you know, in order for them to become what they are, they had to go through a technological process. In ancient times, footwear was created out of a great need for protecting people's feet. My sports shoes came from this same need, to create a shoe that would do the job of both covering my feet as well as allowing me to play sports. Before their creation, the idea development phase was put into motion, where prototypes were created, materials were chosen, and the manufacturing plan was organized. Afterwards, the manufacturing process began and then, finally, they were tested out. Pay close attention. We are all participating in the last phase of the technological process, which is the testing phase. Try them. You can jump, run. Now it's time to prove that you also understand how a technological process works, and that you are able to identify the need covered by each object that will appear on the assembly line. Follow me. You will see that there are 3 hoppers in front of the conveyor belt, each of which has a lid that opens and closes. Each hopper has the ability to store certain types of objects, communication, making work around the house easier, and leisure time. Grab the objects and place them into the appropriate hopper, using the triangle button. The VR player, thanks to the skills and technological advantages that only they possess, will show you what you will need at each moment, but be careful. If you make a mistake, the hoppers will close and you will lose valuable seconds, because the VR player will have to climb the stairs in order to pull the lever to reopen them. 3, 2, 1. The computer system is considered to be one of mankind's greatest technological achievements. It is used to control a vast amount of processes, such as communication systems, transportation, the distribution of electric power, or security systems. Using computers, we are able to carry out many types of operations, such as arithmetic operations, logical operations, storage and information retrieval operations, and operations for the acquisition and presentation of data, which present useful information to the user via peripheral devices. Hold on tight, because we're going to take a trip inside a computer. I'm going to show you the basic components of a computer. Pay close attention. CPU or processor. Thermal dissipator. Power supply. Graphics card. HDD/hard drive. And RAM memory. You have 30 seconds to look at them. Go ahead. Now, it's up to you to assemble it. Collect all of the panels with the names of the components. When you use the triangle button, these will turn into a smaller version of the chosen component. Place it in the correct position to start up the system. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Technology spans many fields: how technological processes work, the importance of sustainable development, or the world of computers with their operations and designs. These are all elements that will make you into the technologists of the future, experts in applying knowledge in order to solve problems by creating new objects or systems. See you later.